Hi, my name is Shannon, and I have my son here, Patrick, who's 10 years old, and we started our LearningRx experience in October, and we live right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ni hao. This is how you say hello in Chinese.
So the doctors told us that there were going to be one of three outcomes. The first one was that the blood clot would get bigger and kind of block the blood flow to his carotid artery. The second one was that the blood clot on the carotid artery would get bigger and break off, and that wouldn't be good. And then the third thing that could happen with aspirin therapy is that the blood clot could get smaller, and then we'd be able to have our Patrick back. So luckily, after a couple of months of aspirin therapy and keeping him quiet, which is hard to keep a 10-year-old quiet, so after those couple of months, we were lucky enough that that blood clot did dissolve, and then he was able to do more things. And that's kind of when we started looking around for some help because of his concussion symptoms.
What were some of your goals when you first started LearningRx?
For my son Patrick, he was having difficulty with reading. Just his attention alone kind of held him back. So we were looking for increased reading comprehension, sustained attention and focus. He had difficulty with multitasking and following several step directions or multi-step directions, and also just to increase his confidence. He would give up after just a few minutes of reading.
One was reading. I couldn't really pay attention at all or focus. Another one was just paying attention overall.
I'm Patrick's grandmother, Judy, and I was with him a lot right after the accident when he had to stay home, recuperating and not able to go to school. He was very distracted, couldn't concentrate. It was hard to keep him occupied and just engage conversations with him. And I tried the best I could with things that he could do, like puzzles and arts and crafts. And one day, right after he started back to school, he told me in confidence that he said he just didn't feel like himself anymore. And he didn't know why, and he didn't know why his friends weren't talking to him.
This is my trainer, Megan. She helped me a lot. So my crazy trainer made me use a metronome, but eventually it helped me in reading somehow. And I think I just figured it out today. Since the metronome times you, it makes you go faster, and now I'm reading faster and understanding a lot better.
Improvements that I noticed across the course of training definitely included improvements in his confidence. When Patrick first started training, he wasn't very confident in his ability to complete tasks. He was even very hesitant to start or try a new task, but over the course of working with him, his confidence greatly improved. So did his multitasking ability and his self-esteem.
Well, this really helped me on really remembering stuff, because whenever my mom would tell me to do stuff, I would really just forget and go off and do something else. And since now brain training has helped, I'm able to do it a lot better.
Well, I need to brag about Patrick's behavior after LearningRx, after he completed it. He was really excited to go back and do soccer whenever he was cleared to go. And I think just him being at LearningRx helped him really understand the game better, and also it gave him a good sense of what was going on the field. He was able to figure out plays before they happened, and he said he would visualize what was going to happen in his mind, so he was able to get to the ball, or get the ball where it needed to go. And they actually promoted him to team captain, and so that was a big accomplishment for Patrick. Good job, Patch. After completing the LearningRx program, he decided that he wanted to try a triathlon. So we signed him up for a local YMCA, and he did. He competed in the triathlon. He prepared for it because he said that LearningRx taught him that you have to prepare and you have to kind of think ahead.
I came in 9th place out of 23 people. In my opinion, that's pretty awesome.
After he was done with LearningRx program, he has been a straight A student ever since. And so we celebrate these awards and accomplishments every quarter.
first time I got that blue ribbon, it was amazing. It said A honor roll, which in my opinion was awesome.
Patrick also got several different awards this school year. He got a social studies award, and that was for 1 out of 200 kids. And so he got the social studies award, and there was only one boy and one girl picked in the entire 4th grade, and that boy was Patrick.
I think going through this LearningRx program brought the old Patrick back to us because of his accomplishments here that gave him the self-confidence and to do all the tasks that he was asked to do, and he did them exceedingly well. So we have our Patrick back again.